Who are the best FPL bench players this season? Starting off in goal, we've got West Ham's Alphonse Areola at just 4 million. He was the goalkeeper that led the Hammers to victory in the UEFA Europa Conference League last season, started every game in that competition, and that's why he's hotly tipped to increase his minutes for the first team in the Premier League now this season. Obviously, Fabianski is getting on a bit, he's in the final year of his contract. Areola has seen some minutes in pre-season, which gives us some encouragement. Now, he's perfect for our second goalkeeper. Don't choose him as your main goalkeeper though, because Fabianski could easily start the season. But if Areola does get his opportunity, then he's a great option to have on your bench. My favourite 4 million defender is Sheffield United's George Baldock. He plays an attacking wing-back role, already has a goal in pre-season, which is really encouraging as well. Now, he could lose his place at some point. He's not absolutely nailed on, but I think he's absolutely fine to start the season, particularly game week 2 when maybe the budget options from the other promoted teams, Burnley and Luton, both blank. I think Baldock's a useful one to have as the 12th man in your squad. Another option that's emerged at this price point though is Luton's Isse Kabore. He's actually on loan from Manchester City, a very young player, again plays as an attacking wing-back in the Luton system. I think he's a player that can do very, very well for them. And the thing that makes him most attractive is that he's at that absolute budget 4 million price tag. Just be wary though if you're having him as your 12th man. Luton do blank, as I've mentioned in game week 2, but he's fine as your 5th defender, maybe not as the 4th defender because of that reason, but certainly going to be one to watch this season and could potentially get us plenty of attacking returns, even if Luton are struggling for clean sheets. Moving into midfield then, lowest price point midfielders of 4.5 million. The first one that's jumped out at me is Crystal Palace Ahamada, who has played some significant minutes in pre-season. He started all 4 games and has got 2 goals and 1 assist in that time. Now, he's not a player that's got a long history of attacking returns. His 17 appearances for Stuttgart last season, he managed 2 goals and 2 assists. That's why he's been priced at 4.5 million, but he already looks like a favourite under Hodgson, so if you can increase on those attacking returns, he could be a bargain for anyone that's not going with a 5-man midfield to start the season. Another option among the 4.5 million midfielders is Newcastle United's Elliot Anderson, another player having a great pre-season for the Magpies, 4 goals and 3 assists. And Eddie Howe's been talking really positively about him and his fitness and his contributions, which bodes well for a big role for him this season. Obviously, the Magpies are involved in Europe. They are needing to expand their squad, so minutes are still not really guaranteed for Anderson, but he's seen plenty of minutes in pre-season. Just beware though, obviously tricky fixtures to start the season for Newcastle, and then when those fixtures improve, Anderson may block a more exciting triple up on Newcastle assets. Finally, in the 4.5 million forward spots, one man at West Ham has emerged, academy graduate Divin Mubamba. He's a player that is doing really well in pre-season, scored 3 goals so far. David Moyes has requested that he stays at West Ham this season rather than going out on loan because of his opportunities. Now again, West Ham involved in Europe, they need a full squad of players, so maybe we're going to see more minutes for him outside of the Premier League, especially when we've got Antonio Ings and plenty of other options in midfield that can play that number 9 role. But as a young player, he's one to keep an eye on. Hopefully he can see some minutes from the bench in some Premier League games to fulfill that 4.5 million forward spot for anyone that's not going in that 3-4-3 or 4-3-3 traditional FPL formation. Let me know in the comments then which of these budget players are set to make your bench for FPL Game Week 1. Help me get to 20k subscribers by the start of the season by showing your support for the channel. All of the support on the pre-season videos is really appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow with my latest draft update, so make sure you're around for that one. Thanks for watching.